Hi, hello, welcome back to another Onkruid video. Welcome back to another Noita daily run attempt. Busy day so far. Energy spheres, firebolts, pheromone potion. Some hits, some clear hits, especially the energy sphere is such a nice spell to start with. Very versatile, not that quickly in terms of firing speed, or not that quick rather, but it does deal a lot of damage. The firebolt, that's maybe a bit lackluster, because, well, it doesn't break through terrain all that well. And then the empty potion by now, the empty flask, is nice. Pheromone potion is not that great, but it is something that I feel comfortable just throwing out immediately and replacing with water. Maybe I shouldn't even say like it's not that great, because to be really frank with you, and I'm not talking about the guy from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but I have just no idea what pheromone potion even does. Pheromones are kind of like hormones that some creatures secrete, right? I do think they have a function in terms of love. I think that's what pheromones are all about. It's like to attract people you're interested in, or to attract animals you're interested in. I was gonna say from the other sex, but homosexuality is a thing. Wake up, sheeple, it's 2023. Even in the Animal Kingdom, I know that we had this philosophy class, that's the correct way of pronouncing that. Philosophy class, for example, about how dolphins are sometimes homosexuals. They insert their penis into each other's like little blowing holes, if I'm not mistaken, if I do remember that correctly. But that sounds like something like too crazy to be made up by me, right? So that's why I am quite certain I am actually okay in my assumption there. Let's get into this asset, because I want all that gold. I collected some of it. There's some down here as well. Quite a lot of enemies in our path at the moment, but just staying calm, cool and collected is all we need to do. And not just stand in the middle of a poison bolt coming right at us. We still have 60 health points remaining. That's something we can definitely work with. 225 gold is not bad, but it's not amazing, and we have not found any wands as of yet, so I think I'm gonna spend a little bit more time roaming around. I was looking down and I saw a wand. The King of Lean reference. Rain cloud. We love a rain cloud. We definitely love a rain cloud, Raggy, because it helps us to engulf ourselves in soothing liquid when we are poisoned or engulfed in flames ourselves. And this is never the firebolt conundrum comes in, right? Like, am I really gonna spend all this time breaking through here? It is a wand though. It's gonna take so long. Let's try and go around. The gang hanging around up here. Don't fucking jump on my head, piece of shit. It's quite a busy day today. Had 2 clients in the morning. Supposed to be 3, but my first client of the day actually forgot her appointment. Something I can't really blame her for. Everybody forgets sometimes. Although I must say, waking up at 7 without a proper cause, that doesn't feel all that amazing. I've given up on the wand on the left side, by the way. I know that a lot of people have to wake up a lot earlier than 7, but if those people had to wake up even earlier than their normal hour of waking up, they would be angry as well. So just move yourself into my shoes, where 7 is kind of more of an exception than the rule. It was okay, because it meant that I have had quite a long and productive day, spending a whole lot of time preparing myself, spending a lot of dimes as well because of the subscription fee for the education, spending a lot of time preparing myself for the therapy education that I'm starting in the future. And it really is quite a hassle to start up, to get all of the dates into my agenda, to make sure that I contact clients that I had already contacted to go for a little meeting at that point. I need to, of course, give them new appointments. And maybe I should have been doing this a bit earlier, because the first class of my new education is a class I can already not be present at. I really hope they're not gonna make a problem out of it, because there's really nothing I can do. I'm in Amsterdam, and not even to get my drugs, but just because of a nice little vacation with my girlfriend. Some interesting stuff here. How is this in terms of recharge time? It sucks in terms of recharge time, and I'm gonna buy it either way, because I love that spell so much. Let me try this out on emphasize. Nope. not what we're gonna do. We are just gonna keep it here. If I do this, I think I have fire trail every time, right? Yeah, I think so. Don't put it over there, and we still have 36 gold remaining, which is not enough to do anything. Faster ones. You release a magical explosion upon taking damage. It sucks so much that this is only the ones that I'm currently carrying, because I'm not carrying such amazing ones. So I think explosive immunity, but exploding when I get damaged is more interesting. More interesting definitely be the incorrect term, not describing it as better, because I don't think that is the case. A whole bunch of interesting things on the agenda though for that new education. About empathy and about realness and about acceptance and about self-care as a therapist. About therapeutic relationship, about working interactionally, so literally using your therapeutic relationship, your relationship with your client as a tool. A lot of supervision moments where I will get evaluated by my peers, by my colleagues, and by my professors, of course. Which is scary a little bit, of course, because it kind of makes you a little bit vulnerable, because you have to reveal how you are as a therapist, but that's, of course, very, very much part of the process. And I don't think that I'm afraid at all to reveal how I am as a therapist, because I think that I have... No, I was gonna say gotten this figured out, but that's not the case at all. I'm not gonna propose that I have figured out how therapy works or something, but I have kind of found my own way of doing things already. I just got out of there, by the way, because I feel like we were just in trouble. Cursed Sphere, sound interesting. Circle of Water, Fire Arc we already have, I think. Energy Orb, yeah. Explosion of Spirits, Long Distance Cast. Long Distance Casts might be interesting to try out for this spell. Let's see. Does it even go further? What? It is definitely interesting. I wouldn't call it good, but it is definitely interesting. Projectiles that fly into a sector before me get blown away. And into the snowy depths we go. It's gonna mean that my agenda is gonna have to be restructured. It's definitely just gonna be a bit of a hassle at the start, just figuring out how I'm gonna do all of this shit, how I'm gonna manage it. But that's mainly because it's just like gonna be new, you know? So after a while, it will all be fine probably. But that while has to happen first. I'm looking forward to it though. Way more looking forward to it. Way more looking forward to it than I am disliking it prematurely, if that makes any sense. Fire Rock. Does that mean that I'm immune to fire? Or just when holding it? I hate turrets so fucking much. I have some other stuff I still need to do for work today as well. I still have some reports to write, but I thought, like, you know, I've been working the entire day already. Maybe it's better for my sanity to have a little bit of balance. Sure, it would be productive to work even more, but you also have to make sure that you get through the day, you know? And if I still need to give 2.5 hours of myself in a therapeutic context, well, then I better make sure that I am at least a little bit equipped to do so still. Hello, treasure chest. I'm stuck. There's a whole lot of water here. But I think that we can just use this rock to get rid of this water, right? Alright, I feel quite proud as a Noita player at this moment. A whole lot of people might just think that this is insanely obvious, but not for me. I want this treasure chest, and extra heart is very welcome. Don't let me drown. I'm not talking about Bring Me the Horizon, I just literally didn't want to drown there. Now that looks like an interesting wand. Yeah, it's gonna be the death of us, but we're definitely still using it. There's another one down here which I want to explore, but we are standing on top of an explosive barrel. What is that spell? Firebomb again, huh? No. No. I think we're well equipped at this moment, at this point in time. So, this is our crazy wand, right? Wand number 3? Yeah. We need to be careful with wand number 3. Wand number 3 could mean the death of us. Every wand could mean the death of us, because this is Noita, but you get what I'm saying. Like, wand number 3 definitely looks a whole lot more dangerous than the other ones we are used to achieving, used to having in our arsenal. Rest of the day, except from work or apart from work, is gonna be nice as well. I'm gonna go out for some drinks, or a drink maybe with my girlfriend, trying to see each other a little bit more, try to really make some dates happen, plan it into our agenda, and that's gonna be fun. This is not gonna be fun though. Unless if we brush them with ice, which kind of worked a little bit, but not to the extent I would have loved it to work to. Get all of this out here. There's a worm here as well, which is a creature I do not really enjoy looking at. This guy must be almost dead, right? Yes, he is. Hello, Mr. Wormman. Yeah, just explode yourself. 641 gold, unless there is a wand like right near here, which there doesn't seem to be. I think I'm just gonna move along. We're doing okay this run. I feel like we're playing well, especially that using of that firestone. I'm quite satisfied with that. Magic bolt with timer. What about this? Nope, not at all. The wand doesn't have the mana capacity. What if we remove this? I think I am gonna remove that actually. Can we make it even better? Oh, it's a shuffle wand. Give me returning fire as well. And let me just progress quite quickly, or not really that quickly, but I managed to get here, is just what I meant to say. I'm gonna use my explosive capacities a little bit to my advantage, I think. Not to a crazy extent, because I could also just jump in here, but that's maybe a little bit too crazy. Quite a lot of enemies here. We have some nice defensive capacities at this point in time, though. I want to collect some of this gold, but I don't want to die. Alright, well, it seems like we have kind of not an immortal combination here, but we have a strong combination here. This also seems like a nice little wand when it still has mana. We have given up our bomb one, but we can just damage ourselves probably to clear a path. Just make sure that we don't damage ourselves to a too large extent, like we are doing right now, because I'm almost dead all of a sudden. We just need to get rid of this, and then we will be in the safe zone again, I think. Has to be almost gone. We are almost gone as well, though. Okay, just collect some of this gold and move along. Try and make some downward progress to the extent of us, like, literally getting out of here. I think that might have been a healer, which would have been nice to realize 1 second earlier. No, please, no. I don't know what's firing at me, but there's nothing gonna explode in my face this run. I'm sorry, but I'm just not dealing with it. And thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Fuck me. I was tempting fate by standing right in his face, but I wanted to show off my balls to you guys. Well, there you have them. Just spread out across the table, or across the wall behind me, rather. Thanks a lot. See you next time. Bye.